My name is Rajesh Malhotra. Friends call me Raj for short. Basically, I had a lot of people going at networking events and business seminars that I go to because I'm well into personal development, wanting to ask my advice on various aspects of personal self-development. And I thought to myself, okay, I'll start with a blog. So I started a blog, and I'll be continuing with the blog. But I thought what I would do is put my first YouTube video. As you can see the background, I'm doing it in my place where I reside. What I was going to actually talk about just today was about motivation and how different people deal with how to motivate themselves. Now, you could be an entrepreneur who's recently started up a new business, and you might be working full time, or you may be doing a business on the side, or you may be even starting a business venture full time. And there'll be times when you're rearing to go because you're passionate about the business, and you know, building that momentum sometimes can be difficult if you've got other aspects of your lives, like different parts of their lives where they've got other aspects of life that goes into it. Maybe you've got a young family, or you do other activities. Now, the thing with motivation is that you have to do it every day. You can't do it when it's just convenient. If you're committed to motivating yourself, then you need to do it every day. And I've sometimes struggled with this myself on occasions. But what I've found um, is if you wake up 1 hour early, and other successful people have uh, implemented this, so I thought I'd try it myself for a week. Wake up an hour every day. So if you're, say, starting work at 9 o'clock, wake up an hour early at 8, or if you're starting at 10, 9. You can do this gradually, and then work out what you want to do with regards to the rest of the day. You can sometimes do it the day before, so you've got more of a structure. What will happen is, then in that case, you'll feel more motivated because you'll have a structure, an itinerary to work to. Now, these things aren't always set in stone. However, things happen. Obviously, life comes in and can change the plans. You may have an emergency. You may have to stay back at work late, or you may put in extra hours in there. But what I found is that the successful people I've spoken to, entrepreneurs, salespeople, even if you look at athletes, they don't they use the motivation to manage their time, so time management can come into it as well. Now, these are all things that other um, people on YouTube would say to you, but at the end of the day, the only person that can actually motivate is yourself. Other people can give you advice, even me, I can give you advice, but unless you do it from within, you have to be what's called a self-starter. So you need to self-motivate yourself. And this is more easier than done, said than done. But like I said, if you try this technique, waking up an hour each day, don't even have to do the weekends, you can have the weekends off. I call it the power hour, whereas you'll get more stuff done in that power hour than you will in the rest of the day. What that will then do is it will feed the fuel to motivate you in other areas as well. So you could have, let's take a small goal that I was doing when I was working, is I'd come home and I'd throw things into the cupboard and my wardrobe, and then one day it would look like something out of a jumble set. So I set a goal that one of the days I'll do Friday, because Friday's not that busy at work. Get up 1 hour early and I'll just blitz it, and I did. And to my astonishment and amazement, I felt a lot better because that was something that was niggling at the back of the mind. Now, it doesn't have to be anything huge or tremendous, but if you do that, then what happens is that will feed into other areas of your life. So if you want to start, I don't know, getting fit. I mean, I've had some health issues in the past. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I have to take insulin. So one of the things was when I was working long hours, I was not focusing on my health. So when I cut down my hours, I said to myself, okay, I need to focus on my health. So I started doing yoga in the mornings, not every day, but most days, and going for walks around the park. This then, you know, turns into a habit if you do it for 21 days. And from then on, you can build it into your lifestyle. Now, what you want to do is you want to make it a must rather than a should. One of the top coaches in the world, Anthony Robbins, says if you turn your shoulds into musts, you will do it when you'll do it. Well, not only when it's convenient, you'll do it because you'll be committed to it. And you can take this in any sphere of life. Obviously, it depends on how much desire you have as well. And what I will do is I will speak in. I'll be doing these videos weekly. They could be on different days, but I will sort of like eventually get into the rhythm. Like I said, motivating of doing one video a week and then building it up. And if you find this video helpful about it, then obviously click on the. If you find that you want to give me constructive feedback, that's fine as well. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just an ordinary guy who believes that personal development can help anyone. Obviously, you need to act and implement it. A lot of people, they buy lots of CDs, they go to seminars, they have audio CDs, tapes, books, and then they just leave them to stay on the shelf. One thing with me is if I buy something, I will read it at least once, usually twice, and I'll find out different things each time. Because I've paid for it, there's value in there. And that's another habit I would suggest that you try. Maybe buy a book from Amazon or eBay, or just on personal development, and just read chapter a day, 10, 15 minutes, or listen to an audio CD, or even watch a YouTube video like this one. And then if you find that, gradually what will happen is that you'll feed your mind information, because obviously the other thing is that, as one of the great fathers of personal self-development, Jim Rohn, said, is that we're drowning in information, but we're starving for wisdom. So this is where you want to find out where you can get the resources at. Now, you may be a small business who just started, or you may be looking at developing your sales, and you can use these techniques for everything. I actually isn't a technique that's original to me. I actually got this from one of the most successful motivational sales speakers in the UK. And if you do want a recommended reading list, then obviously email me at raj02former@gmail.com. I don't have a website just yet. I am working on it. Like I said, this is my first video, so bear with me when like that. Like I said, it's not going to be as polished, as professional as some other videos that you've seen on YouTube. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, just put them in the box, and we can take it from there. I mean, I will be talking about personal development topics quite frequently, about once a week. If there's anything else that you do want to discuss, then obviously do let me know, because obviously then if that's my area of expertise, then I can give you some information about it, or give you my take on what I've learnt with regards to the personal development field. If you are looking for any coaching or consulting, by all means, email me again, and I can do like a free hour consultation with you. All I ask is, in return, that you give some. If you do get value, I won't charge 45 minutes an hour. I'll just get a testimony from you, and anyone else that you think that would find it useful. Otherwise, I just want to thank you for watching this video. and I wish you all the luck with your motivation. So this is Rajesh Malhotra, or Raj, as my friends and family call me, signing off.